Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Strange Fantasy. I'm Travis.
And I'm Ashley.
We're the creators, writers, and producers of the show. We just wanted to take a quick second before diving into tonight's tawdry tale to let you know that if you like Strange Fantasy, be sure and show your love by subscribing, downloading, and rating the show on iTunes or any of the many platforms we exist on.
And for exclusive rewards and merchandise, or just to donate to our cause to help us to continue to thrive, be sure to visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangefantasy. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram by searching Strange Fantasy Show for updates and haunting original art. All of this and more can be found at our website, strangefantasyshow.com. And now,
your feature presentation.
Welcome to another regaling of strange fantasy. Obscure oddities meant to shock the nervous system and stir the very core of your soul. Tonight's tale is that of the timeless pursuit of meaning and purpose. What you do is justified not only by yourself, but by witnessing true and beautiful change within the greater good. In this installment entitled The Garden Butcheress.
Ah, finally, you're awake. It's about time. Beauty rest fails those with a soul as repulsive as yours, you know. Save your energy, bottom feeder. I don't need you to speak. I need you to listen. Nod your head if you understand. I said nod your head to me if you understand. Good girl. I'll take that as a yes. Now I know all about who you are, so please allow me to introduce myself to you. I am Lily, and I have brought you here for one simple reason. You and people like you are a disease, a filth that plagues this world, this city. And I am the cure. An eradicating force, if you will. I'm here to offer you a chance to become something greater than yourself. Something that keeps the world beautiful, instead of what you offer, which is nothing. Stop that shit right now. I've heard it all. The begging, the screaming, the silence that follows. It's all the same, and you're no different. What exactly do you contribute to the world? You've given up being decent. You'd rather toss your morals away without thought than do what's right. And you've taken away from me in doing such. Because you've given up. You're giving yourself up to me, and then I transform you into something beautiful. Something with purpose. Nod if you understand. What don't you understand, heathen? You should have thought about anyone other than yourself. You should have thought about those orphans that you displaced so carelessly. Not to worry, though. Here, look upon this flower. This beautiful rarity. I call it a Harlan flower. The fertilizer used to grow this gorgeous creation was like yourself, a bastard to society. And like yourself, You will help grow more flowers instead of stomping them down into the dirt. Do you understand yet? No? Well then, just keep your eyes focused upon the flower. There. And maybe now you understand.
Very good, Lily. An exceptional job well done.
Thank you, Harlan.
Now begin stripping her flesh and grinding her meat before it spoils.
I know, Harlan. I don't need you to remind me. I've been doing this for nearly 4 years now.
I hold no doubt that my work has been carried on without fail. However, overconfidence can lead to a mistake, which will lead to the end of our work.
My work, Harlan. You're dead and gone, and I'd prefer it to stay that way.
You're in control, my little flower. I'm not trying to take that away from you. But care must be taken with who you select. This piece of filth lying upon the slab is of a higher profile than what we're accustomed.
She deserved it.
Engaging a higher risk such as the deputy mayor will lead to our demise, preventing the continuation of our work.
Again, she deserved it. She was the right hand of the mayor. Under his direction, she executed the destruction of the orphanage where I grew up. They'll all pay for what they've done.
Beware what lies beneath the stones you overturn, Lily.
Come whatever may, Harlan. May a fox wage this war, and I will have my revenge.
Pardon me, Mr. Mayor.
Yes? What is it?
There are 2 detectives here to see you, sir.
All right, send them in.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor Fox. I'm Detective Norma Miller. This is my partner, Officer Barney Johansson.
I don't mean to correct you, ma'am, but it's Detective Johansson now.
Ah, that's right. Sorry about that. Congratulations again, Detective.
Thank you.
Hey, pleasure to meet you both. Tell me, how can I be of assistance?
We're here investigating a string of disappearances.
Are you aware that there have been over 35 accounted for disappearances in your region alone?
No, I wasn't aware of this epidemic. However, the only numbers I'm worried about are voter numbers at the polls. As I'm sure you're well aware, I'm up for re-election this month.
Wouldn't these people who've gone missing be potential voters, Mayor?
Oh, fair enough. And, yes, of course, I share a concern for these missing people. However, wouldn't this concern be your job?
And that's exactly why we're here.
And what does this have to do with me?
The 35th person to have gone missing is reportedly your deputy mayor, sir.
You're aware that Valerie Denning was reported missing by her family over 72 hours ago?
Well, as I'm sure you can understand, I often handle tasks that keep me quite busy. It's not unusual that she'd be away for extended periods of time overseeing the many city projects for which she is responsible.
Right. Well, she's missing.
We're simply trying to make the city a safer place, and we certainly understand that you're a busy man, which is why I'd like to get straight to the point and ask you a few questions.
Well, let's get to it.
When was the last time you had seen Miss Denning?
This past Monday, Miss Denning had just oversaw the demolition of the Masterson County Orphanage.
Any other details of Monday evening you could recall?
I had asked her to lead the meeting because of an overdue date night with my wife. The missus has been harping on me for weeks to spend more time with her. Denning was always one for the spotlight and more than happy to fill in my stead.
Was, sir?
Is, rather.
As you were. Mayor, please continue.
Well, there's nothing to continue. That's it. That's all I know.
Fair enough. So we think the demolition of the Masterson County Orphanage could be a possible motive for a potential abduction.
That is quite possible. My office had to assign extra security detail due to multiple threats made by local activists. However, the budget wasn't allotted 24-hour surveillance, so I'd say your theory may be substantial.
Miss Denning's last known location was concluded to be at the town hall, which was where her vehicle was parked.
She was at the town hall?
Yes, sir. Her vehicle was inspected and found to be unlocked.
Correct. As well as this Save the Orphanage pamphlet? It was discovered accompanied with this unusual flower stapled to the back.
Very strange to say the least, detectives.
How would you describe the nature of yours and Miss Denning's relationship? Rumors have been circulating about a possible affair. Perhaps this could be the reason for your wife's feelings of neglect as of late. Care to elaborate on this theory?
I thank you both for your time and due diligence, but I won't feed into such slanderous rumors.
Very well. If there's anything else you can think of to help guide our investigation, please give us a call. Here's my card.
And here's my card. Just got 'em made.
Right, well, thank you again. I hope all is well with Miss Denning and that you're able to bring this case to a close soon. Good day to you both.
Well, Norma, what you thinking?
Certainly a person of interest, wouldn't you agree? Move him to the top of the list.
Numero uno. Wanna grab a coffee?
Beautiful, yet tragic, isn't it?
How do you mean, Harlan?
The colors of the flowers shine no silence amongst the wind. The whispers of the dead will only grow louder the farther you go. They're calling to you, beckoning your atonement to join them. Can't you hear it, Lily?
I don't hear anything but the wind, Harlan.
Do not lie to me, you little girl. If I can hear them, you can hear them. Even when I lived, I could hear them. It's the guilt, Lily.
I could do anything without consequence. I understand the greater good.
Oh, that's precious. Or is it just the guilt making you feel this way?
I don't feel guilty. Why? Why would I?
How much longer can you possibly do this for? How much time do you have left before you get caught? Do you even really care anymore?
I do care, Harlan. That's the difference between you and me. It's you that never cared. We're two completely different people with two different motives. You took those who didn't think contributed. I take those who infest and corrupt the rest of society. And if I want to stop this, then I will, but until I decide that the world is cleansed. Look at all that I've accomplished without you. These fields of flowers have never looked so beautiful or smelled so sweet, because they are fed from the flesh of the unjust. You chose me, an orphan aged out of the system, who you thought to be a bum. I was released to the streets on my 18th birthday, and only 4 days later did I meet you. You were sloppy, Harlan. Now look where I got you, buried amongst your late Lucy's flowers.
You are right. I was sloppy. By allowing you to live, I had higher hopes for you.
The sun is nearly set. Time to get to work.
He's still in there.
It's almost 7:30. He'll be leaving soon, I'm sure of it.
Oh, come on. Who we kidding? This stakeout is about as entertaining as a flat basketball. Let's go grab some dinner.
When have you ever been on a stakeout that was entertaining?
Well, when you said we were going on a stakeout earlier, I thought you meant we were going out for steak. 'Cause, man, I sure am hungry as hell.
I hate you sometimes, Barney.
Oh, come on now, Norma. I'm just joshing you. But seriously, though, I'm really hungry. Do you have any more crackers and cheese? You holding out on me, Norma?
No, you ate all of it 10 minutes ago, but you already knew that, didn't you, asshole?
Maybe. I was just hoping you had another sleeve of crackers up your sleeve.
I have a large child for a partner.
I'm young at heart, but old of soul.
Fine, let's go grab a bite to eat.
Really? Oh, yay!
But, we have to get an early start tomorrow. We're going to take a new approach and interview the headmistress of the orphanage.
I didn't hear anything you just said. All I was thinking about is steak. Just joshing you again. Seriously though, let's eat.
I know, darling, but it's looking like another late night for me. Don't wait up.
I feel like you love the city more than you love me. I'm a part of the city too, you know.
I know. I can't help that the city needs me. I have to do all I can to secure votes for re-election next month. You still want to live in that big house and have your fancy things, don't you? Because if not, I'll quit right now and come straight home to you.
Don't you threaten me like that.
And that's what I thought. Listen, I gotta run. I love you.
Well, when are you coming home?
God, I hate her. Have a good night, Eric. Don't work too hard.
Excuse me, Mayor Fox?
Yes? How can I help you, beautiful?
You could come with me, please.
Oh, yeah? Sorry, sweetheart. See the ring? Already taken.
Don't worry, I won't tell.
I do try hard to please my constituents.
Mayor, could you help me with something? It's been a long time since I had a man around.
A sure thing. What do you need?
Just you, to repent for all your wrongdoings.
I'm sorry.
Norma, I always feel so guilty in here.
That's the purpose of religion. It's profitable. The church wants you to feel guilty. That's the reason for tithing, right? Buy your way into heaven?
Buongiorno, how can I be of service?
Good day, sister. I'm Detective Norma Miller, and this is my partner, Detective Barney Johansson.
DiGiorno.
Sorry about him.
I like his spirit. He's trying his best.
That he does. We were looking to speak with Sister Mildred.
Look no further, detectives. I am Sister Mildred.
Wonderful. May we take a seat somewhere a little more private?
Of course. Please follow me.
Thank you, sister.
So, Sister Mildred, we'd like to speak with you about some recent disappearances.
Disappearances? Of this I know not, detectives.
Being the former head mistress of the Masterson County Orphanage, we understand there was quite the upstir surrounding its demolition.
Yes. Much more of a calamity. Petitions, riots, death threats, letters of support, private donations wasted, and many, many displaced children, now forced onto the harsh streets to fend for themselves. But no one ever thinks of these things. No one of importance can change the outcome. Terrible. Just awful.
Yes, well, it is a terrible tragedy to say the least. We have something that we'd like you to take a look at. We found this at the most recent crime scene. Does this mean anything to you?
Well, these pamphlets are going out all over the town. However, this flower stapled to the back, it does mean something to me. This is one of Harlan's flowers. The smell is so sweet. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Harlan?
Yes, Harlan Kane.
And where can we find this Harlan Kane?
That's quite difficult to say. He hasn't come around in nearly 4 years now. Such a nice man he was. Would always bring flowers to the orphanage to brighten things up. The children absolutely loved them.
Do you perhaps know where he lived?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he owned a farm off Pierce Road, just outside of town. Shouldn't be too hard to find. He always talked about his wife Lucy's massive flower garden.
Thank you for your time, sister. You've been more than helpful.
You are more than welcome. I hope you find what you are seeking. Adieu.
Thank you again. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Au revoir, sister.
That's French, you idiot.
So what do you think about this Harlan Kane fella?
Well, it's our only lead besides the mayor.
Yeah, suppose you're right. Ain't finding anything on Harlan Kane in the database.
Figures, let's just follow what the nun had to say and go check out Pierce Road. These are pretty unique flowers. Shouldn't be too hard to find a field full of these suckers.
Yes, ma'am.
Turn left onto Pierce Road, and you have arrived at your destination.
Alright, keep a lookout for, well, I guess a giant field of flowers. I'll look left and you look right.
You got it.
Are we just wasting our time with this? What are the chances of us finding...
Found it.
Well, Sister Mildred was right. I've never seen so many flowers before.
Wowee! They're so beautiful. There must be acres of them stretched out as far as the eye could see.
There's a white van out front. Looks like someone's home. Let's go give a knock, but stay on guard.
Yes, ma'am.
There's some candles lit inside, but no one seems to be home. Johansson? Barney, what the hell are you doing?
Detective, come over here. You gotta see this.
What is it, Barney?
You ever seen red dirt before?
Like clay dirt?
No, this ain't no clay dirt. Grab me some.
How peculiar.
Kinda smells like blood.
Yep, that's blood, all right.
Draw your weapon, Detective. I think we're on to something here.
Don't talk to me like that. You look like a Floridian swamp boat captain. Tuck your shirt in.
Sorry, Norma.
I'm sorry. You don't actually look like a Floridian swamp boat captain. Just don't tell me what to do. I'm in charge here. Don't forget that.
Yes, ma'am.
Follow my lead.
Did you hear that?
Sure did. Come on. Armed police, show yourself!
Go check the kitchen and I'll go... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
What did I tell you?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Should I go check the kitchen then?
No, I'll go. Where does this door lead? Johansson, get in here now.
Ready, ma'am.
Now, I'm gonna remove your gag, but so help me, if you try anything, I'm gonna kill you. Slowly. Nod if you understand.
You're psychotic. There will be people looking for me. You will never get away with this, bitch. Never!
Oh, Mayor. That's a risk I'm willing to take for the greater good. Though I highly doubt that anyone will be able to find you after I'm done with you.
What exactly are you planning to do? Tell me.
Shh, stay calm. You don't want your muscles to contract too much. I'd be more than happy to oblige. You see this flower, Mayor? Beautiful, is it not? This is what you and others like you will become. This is what you're giving back to the world.
You're insane. Let me go right now.
How can you fear that? You get to become a part of something better. So much better than what you already were, which is shit. You get to help spread beauty all across the city, and soon enough, the world.
I've done nothing to deserve this. Please, let me go. I won't say anything to anyone. Please, I'm begging you, just let me go.
You've done everything to deserve being on my slab, under the stress of my judgment. You've lived your life ruining lives, disappointing others, and abusing the power you were so falsely given. Surely you had to have known this day would come, where you'd have to answer for your crimes?
What are you gonna do with me?
Once your flesh is stripped and the bones removed, the meat is processed through the grinder, then mixed into the soil in eighths to be spread throughout the fields.
Oh God, no, please. You don't have to do this. Please, forgive me. I'm sorry.
It must be done, Mayor Fox. Goodbye, you selfish bastard.
Armed police, drop the knife and step away from the mayor!
Do like she said and drop your weapon now!
Oh, thank goodness. I told you someone would come for me.
That doesn't mean you're saved yet.
Help me! Shoot her!
Last warning, drop the knife and step away from the mayor!
Good evening, officers. Seeing how this very well may be the end for me, please allow me to speak candidly a moment. You see, the word grim doesn't mean the same thing to me as it once did, but at the same time it does. Whenever I get to feeling this way, I always recall a story I was once told about how this woman struggled to plant flowers on this bad patch of soil. For years, she just kept going back and trying again after they had died, and each time she would replant, she would cry. And time after time, she would do this until one day, she found that the flowers had taken root and were blooming. What do you think that means? If you ask me, I think it means things can change, and life? Well, life is full of surprises.
Be careful, Johansson. I think she's still breathing.
Don't worry, I still got my aim on her.
Please, I have a final request. Bury me in my garden. Lay me amongst the beauty of my flowers. So sweet.
Please help me, you idiots! I've been stabbed!
Calm down, Mare. It's barely a scratch. You're gonna be fine.
Untie me, goddammit!
Go untie him.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Mayor. You're gonna be okay. We'll get an ambulance right away for that little scratch.
What's right and what's wrong may not always be the same as what is just and unjust. Sometimes it's better to be than become. Thus concludes tonight's strange fantasy. Tune in next time for another look into the strange and obscure.
Strange Fantasy presented The Garden Butcheress. Written by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro. Produced by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro. Original score composed by Travis Scarbro. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Martina Ohlhauser as Lily and Sister Mildred. Ashley Scarbro as Miss Dennings, the mayor's wife, and Detective Norma Miller. Travis Scarbro as Detective Barney Johansson. Trey Gonzales as Harlan Kane. Michael Song as Mayor Fox. Robert C. Williams as Eric, the receptionist. And Felix de la Rosa IV as the GPS navigator. Strange Fantasy Show was created by Travis Scarbro, and Strange Fantasy is copyright 2019, Strange Fantasy Productions, all rights reserved. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental.